do is if you have ambition to be great, my job is to coach you to get all that greatness out of
you. Come on. Come on. I mean, is this where I would say check your pulse? Because, I might say, never mind checking your pulse, man or woman, check your pants right now. Let's go, baby. Woo! Oh, we are back here for another one. It's your boy Reason. Y'all already know what time it is. Oh, yo, I mean, woo! Oh man, I thought he could. I thought Tua couldn't throw deep. Guys, what happened? I thought, we were never going to see it because Tua didn't have the arm strength. I thought it was impossible. What happened, guys? Someone tell me what happened. How all of a sudden did Tua wake up and, decide he can throw these bombs, guys? What's going on here? Come on, the media kept telling us he couldn't do it. I kept laughing at them. And what's all... So many people are going to own the homie Nick Hicks. I've been texting him after practice. So many people are about to owe Nick Hicks an apology. I'm here for the groveling. I'm here for the groveling. And if you are a Patreon, you will remember that I had someone who was at practice this week tell me, and I quote, Tua's arm ain't it. And then even compared it to being potentially not even as strong as Fitz's arm when it was dying. And then when I talked to someone else who was there in that same Patreon update, that person had told me, listen, they didn't even make any throws that asked him to max out his arm. They asked him to do easy completions. So, like, if you read my Patreon, I got two different varying opinions. And that person who told me, his arm ain't it, oh boy, they are wearing egg on their face today. Oh my God. And whew, I don't know what they were talking about. And I even sent the screenshot of the text I got to Nick Hicks. And I showed him and said, yo, bro, I got this on Wednesday. And then this happens today. Oh my God. And then we had a good laugh about it, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. Hilarious. Absolutely fantastic. Oh man. Have me rolling. Whew. I'm just saying, I thought Tua couldn't do this stuff. I've gotten so much heat for supporting Tua and supporting Nick Hicks and what they're doing together. I can only imagine the heat Nick Hicks himself has got. I got people saying, oh, you're a perform burner account, all this stuff, bro. I had someone say that to me yesterday. So to see the results starting to come this early, unbelievable. And we got footage from today. We got like 3 different angles of the throw. We'll go over all that. We got a ton of stuff to go over. We're going to do our training camp reports. Then we're going to get into the footage. We got a nice throw to Cedric Wilson, nice throw to Wilson. 3 different, nice throw to Wilson, nice throw to Waddle. 3 different angles of that throw that he made to Tyreek today, and some other stuff. Man, beautiful thing. And I think we'll also go over, if we got enough time, we'll go over Mike McDaniel's press conference. Guys, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I see Andrevius said, okay, so they relying on your name then. What are you talking about, Andrevius? Let me know in the comments section. I'll keep a lookout for you. What are you talking about, brother? Let me know. Chef Jew says, reason the Legion of Zoom is here, fam. This season is going to be electrifying. Bro, I might be calling this season The Rock. We might just call it The Rock, because not only do they play at Hard Rock, but The Rock, because this might be the most electrifying season in sports history. I'm just, man, this is, you know, what, and the most impressive thing, and we'll talk about the throw, the most impressive thing is the processing on the play, right? Andreas says, people kind of twisted your report on the weak arm thing. Someone basically said you reported that his arm wasn't looking like it. Oh, bro, you know what? I'll read you exactly verbatim what I put on the Patreon. I'll read it to you exactly verbatim, Andreas, so you can hear. I said, so I posted this on Thursday, and I said yesterday I had two different takes from multiple people attending practice. Here, I'll just read the beginning of it. Okay, so there is the first opening line in the first three bullet points. I'll just read in sequence so it makes sense when I say what I say. I said, here's a quick update of all the info I was given yesterday by multiple people attending practice. Remember, this was Wednesday's practice, right? That I'm talking about, because I posted this on Thursday. Apparently, the vibe at camp has been upbeat and loose like they haven't seen since they've been covering the team. Yesterday, I had two different takes from them regarding Tua, though. One said his arm ain't it and wondered if it was worse than Fitzpatrick's arm that was dying during his time. Another person said that the arm hasn't really flashed because it hasn't had to max out on velocity or strength with the throws he's been asked to do so far. And I even put in brackets, I was told this yesterday. So I'm telling people that, you know, I posted on Thursday and letting people know I was told this on Wednesday, right? And then I had a couple other stuff after that that was a blend of stuff I heard on Wednesday and a few tiny things I heard on Thursday after, because I posted it about 6 in the evening. So I'm relaying what was reported to me, okay? And they are two members of the media that were on the field, all right? They were press members that told me this. So that was just me reporting what I was told. That was not me saying this is definite, blah, 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 right? So anyways, that's what I was told. You know what I mean? So, and you guys know me, you know, I listen to Nick Hicks. Nick Hicks is the pro. Nick Hicks is the eyes that I trust. That's why I've been showing you guys the perform videos. That's why Nick sends me videos privately. Nick's the one I listen to. I can see videos and see the velocity and see all those things. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but Andreas, I hope that answers your question. That was exactly, now there were more bullet points after the fact on that Patreon post, but that was exactly what I was told. So, yeah, I was told that, right? And again, I got two different perspectives, and you heard the second perspective. His arm didn't even flash because they didn't ask him to, basically, right? They didn't have any throws that maxed out his strength or his velocity. So, and we saw that even in the live reports, right? The live reports were saying that he wasn't even throwing that much in the first 2 days, right? So, yeah. Anyways, I hope that clears it up for you, Andreas, right? So I never said that's not my opinion. I'm just telling y'all what someone in the media told me, right? So, and what did I kept saying? You guys heard me. I said it yesterday. I've said it since the beginning of camp. I've said I can't wait till all y'all can get out there, till we can have hundreds of eyes. That's exactly what I said, right? I kept saying that. I want all of you guys to get out there, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. And then as far as reporting and us not being there, or fans being there and reporting, joint practices are the most meaningful for me, right? But I've been stressing I wanted y'all there so we can have hundreds of eyes on the play, and we can get, you know, and then we get hundreds of eyes on the play, and all of a sudden Tua's balling out. And I got to be honest with you, as we've read every report every day, Barry Jackson has seemed like the most down the middle. And I'm going to tell you another thing too. I know Marcel said, remember, Adam Beasley a couple days ago, and everyone, and I said this, Adam Beasley and everyone was trying to say, oh, he had a rough second half of practice, but Marcel was the day Marcel said he was very sharp. I'm going to tell you something right now. If Marcel says Tua is sharp, trust me, take that to the bank. Take what Marcel says to the bank. All right. I'm just telling you from what I know, Marcel comes from a very unbiased down the middle place. So take what Marcel says to the bank. If he says Tua is sharp, Tua is sharp. So take him to the bank. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The Miami Herald guys have been giving us, they've been saying, when other people were saying, oh, Tua was rough, they're like, no, Tua was fine. Barry Jackson, they've done a pretty good reporting, right? So you got to be weary, right? You got to pick and choose. You know what I mean? And all of you guys who gone today, you guys have even a better vantage point of who to listen to and who to kind of be like, they're not really telling you whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Again, so like, I'm glad I did that in the Patreon post so the patrons know, and now all of you know who I read that to, that I got two different perspectives after that Wednesday. Because when I heard the Fitz thing, I'm going to tell you right now, even though this media person has given me, they've been very spot on. They've given me a lot of good info over the last 2 years. Well, since last summer, right? When I started getting plugged in, they were one of the people that first plugged in with me. So they've given me a lot of good information. And, I honestly, I doubled, I decided to double check it. And I'm glad I did. Because I didn't believe it, bro. When I heard the Tua thing, even when I heard the Tua thing, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. When I heard the Tua Fitz comparison, I'm like, that's ridiculous. And to be honest with you, I heard that from someone else in the media too. After the fact I posted that Patreon post, I heard that from someone else who has been at practice. And I was like, I don't know about this, man. And then we see this today, and that other person who said, hey, man, I don't know what they're talking about. He didn't even have to max out his arm. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. I'm glad Tua showed up and showed out. And I'm going to tell you one thing, too. I'm jealous of you people that were there because you saw the 3 or 4 plays or however many plays that happened before that big throw. I want to see how they set that up. I want to see how they set that up. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Andreas. I thought Fitz was a gunslinger. You know what I mean? I think the person who told me that, because I'm going to tell you this straight, Andreas. I sent the exact screenshot of the text I got. I sent the exact screenshot of the text to Nick, and we had a laugh over it today. I'm not even lying to you. And I told Nick who sent it to me. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I told Nick exactly who sent it to me. I was like, we got to have a laugh over this one, bro. So, yeah. Is what it is, man. I love it, man. I love it. It's crow season, it seems like, huh? Man, it is a good time to be a Dolphin fan right now. It is a beautiful thing. I mean, the season can't get here fast enough. Never mind checking your pulse. Check your pants right now, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And Andreas, now that I think about it, you're actually right. Because if they compared it to Fitz's arm in the first half of the season, Fitz could sling it. It's in the second half of the season when Fitz's arm would start to die out. But the first half, he was ripping it. So you're actually kind of right when you say, hey, I thought he was a gunslinger. Yeah, you're right, bro. Bro, I got to hit that person up and be like, hey, did you mean? I'm going to hit them up right now. And I'm going to say, hey, did you mean Fitz first half of the season or did you mean Fitz second half of the season? I'm going to get some clarification on that one. Oh, my God. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get clarification right now. I'm telling you. Oh, my God. But I'm going to tell you right now, one of the most impressive things is, if you watch that play, right, Holland had to bite up on the crosser, on that deep dig, the crosser route by Waddle because the corner released Waddle and basically, started doubling up on the post with Tyreek. Great freaking read by Tua that over the top, that the safety came up and over the top was open, and he just put it in a place where, first of all, the timing of the throw, man, the work him and Tyreek and Tua have been putting in, you see the fruition of that in the timing of that throw. Great job. Like, I mean, you tell, like, he throws it. He knows where he's going to be. He throws it to a spot for him to run under it. And it's a beautiful toss. It's a beautiful play. And it's a beautiful showing of processing of Tua. That's the second level processing we're trying to see this year that we didn't see last year. Right? Also, these plays didn't present themselves the way they're going to present themselves this year. So Tua making that read, reading the safety, beautiful stuff. Like, that's the stuff you want to see consistently translate to game situations. That's what we want to see. Tranquilize, I'll give you another Patreon note. One thing I've heard, and this is actually something I added from the Thursday. So it was part of the update, but it was something I heard on Thursday, not something I heard on Wednesday. I've heard Phillips, Waddle, and Trill Williams have looking as, they've taken a huge developmental step forward from a game speed perspective. Huge. And I've heard Holland's been a monster too, but, I was specifically told Trill Williams, Jalen Waddle, and Jalen Phillips look like, from a game speed perspective, they've taken a huge leap this year already in practice. So we're going to see. We're going to see how that works out, man. So big things this year for Tua. Big things. I think, and the max protect on the block, and, if we get good protection, baby, if we get good protection, let's go. Let's go. And this is why I did not stress the Holland getting the pick yesterday. I mean, you heard everyone describe the pick. It sounded like it was a good throw by Tua. Just Holland beat Waddle to the football. He high pointed it better than Waddle did. Holland is a beast, man. Guys, I've been telling y'all since 2019, Javon Holland is that dude. When that man was in Oregon College, when I had to watch Herbert week in and week out because we knew we were taking a quarterback, Holland was the guy I kept saying, holy shit balls, we need this guy. That's why when I did October 2020, when I dropped that video of top 25 players Dolphin fans should need to keep an eye on, Holland was in the top 10 of that. And if you go look at my scouting report of Holland and that, I raved about the kid. The guy is a freaking beast, man. That guy box, single high, slot, boundary. He did everything at Oregon. That guy was the Jamal Adams coming out. And the only thing that worried me was his size about playing in the box. And then he made the most of that year he took off. He became a better thumper. He's a bigger hitter than what he was. He was already a great hitter, but he's a bigger hitter now than what he was at Oregon. And his body size, he bulked up. He masked up. And he turned into a grown man a little bit there. And the kid's intelligence is just off the charts. The football IQ that kid's displayed, and you saw it at Oregon, man. That's why they used him in so many different areas. The guy's football IQ is next level, man. The guy, Holland right now is focused on, he wants to go to the Pro Bowl. Brother, you are going to be a multi-time All-Pro. This is going to be a type of player where players come out of the draft and they get compared to you. You are going to be compared as players' ceilings coming out of the draft. It's going to be Javon Holland ain't going to be the next Troy Polamalu or Ed Reed. Javon Holland going to be the next Javon Holland. Guy is special, man. Guy is absolutely special. And shout out Canadian brother, bro. Got to show some love to Javon Holland, man. So, man, it is a good time to be a Dolphin fan right now. I know it's only practice, but we're seeing a lot more encouraging stuff early on, than we saw last year. So let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling, and let's keep this rolling into joint practices. Let's keep this rolling into preseason games, and let's keep this rolling to when it translates into stuff that really matters, regular season games. Because right now, man, we can get excited, we can get hyped, but we're still at a stage of where we're taking notes. We're going to start putting stock into things when those joint practices start happening. Right now, we're taking notes, but we're taking notes in big time letters, bro. Let's go. Loving every minute of it, man. So let's get into this, guys. Let's start off with the Miami Herald and their report today. And they said that Tua's beautiful bomb to Hill and other news from Dolphins practice number 4. The Dolphins on Saturday held their first of 8 practices in front of fans, and the Dolphins rewarded them with several big plays. Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill, the team's most accomplished offseason acquisition in years, grabbed the microphone and said, "Can we get a hell yeah? Thank you guys for coming out. It's going to be electric. We need your energy. Get your popcorn ready." An hour later, he caught a long TD to send the crowd into a state of delirium. After Hill's brief speech, rookie offensive lineman Blaise Andres then took the microphone, yelled for a few seconds, and smashed 2 energy drinks against his helmet. Highlights from Saturday's session. Tua Tagovailoa, the Dolphins quarterback, had his best practice of camp, delivering a glorious 65-yard strike to Tyreek Hill, including 55 air yards for a touchdown. He was sharp all day in 11-11 drills, delivering a few other passes to Hill for sizable gains, delivering a strike to River Craycraft for 20 yards, and hitting several intermediate throws, including 2 consecutive 10-yard completions to Cedric Wilson Jr. He is connecting on most of his 35-yard passes in one-on-one drills. Overall, he threw no interception and has only thrown 1 pick in 4 practices. Let's go, baby. Hill, after a quiet Friday, he resumed his role as Mr. Big Play. Besides that long touchdown pass, he jumped to catch a 20-yard throw from Tagovailoa and took another 15-yard throw for an additional 15 yards. Hill also dove to the ground to catch a 10-yarder from Teddy Bridgewater. Andrew Van Ginkel, the outside linebacker, had 2 sacks and deflected a pass from Tagovailoa to end practice. Big day for AVG. I mean, that's one of his first big days of practice, only 4 days in. Chase Edmonds and Braylon Sanders. Edmonds displayed good bursts on several carries, and Sanders had a spectacular catch. Guys, the photo was out. This man made a one-handed catch. Bro, Braylon Sanders fan club, baby, right here. Right here, bro. I've been praising this kid since we signed him with the UDFA. This kid's trying to say, "Oh, Reason, you think I'm the perfect practice squad developmental kid? Here, hold my beer." Goddamn, Braylon. It's already good enough. You got 4.4 speed and you're a beast. Now you coming out and you showing out? Braylon Sanders is having a bigger camp than Lynn Bowden Jr. Facts. He's having a bigger camp than Preston Williams. Facts. Bro, he's starting to make more noise than Izukama, who was really loud the first couple of days and has quieted down here. Man, I'm telling you. Love it, Braylon. Love it, man. Let's get him on that practice squad and develop this kid's route tree, and we might got something here, boys and girls. I like it. Undrafted Mississippi receiver Sanders, who caught a long pass on Friday, made a remarkable one-handed catch for 35-yard touchdown on a pass from Skylar Thompson in quarterback receiver cornerback drills. Jalen Waddle and Mohamed Sanu celebrated with him. Sanders has been arguably the Dolphins' most impressive receiver after the top 3, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric. Oh, baby, let's go! Oh, the Braylon Sanders fan club. Oh, boy. Hill beat Noah Igbenogany down the middle of the field to catch an aforementioned deep pass from Tagovailoa. As gorgeous a throw as we've seen from Tagovailoa at practice. Preston Williams made a catch from Skylar Thompson in that receiver defensive back drill. Tagovailoa completed at least 4 well-thrown 35-yard passes and drills, matching a receiver against a defensive back. He overthrew Hill and River Craycraft on 2 incomplete passes in that drill. Jalen Phillips had a would-be sack and has had at least 3 in 4 practices. This guy, come on, baby. I said you'd be top 10 this year, and next year you'd be entering top 5, top 3 discussion. Let's go, Jalen. Duke Riley, who had an interception earlier in camp, had a pass breakup on a Teddy Bridgewater throw to Hunter Long. Riley, who applied pressure on Bridgewater on another play, is holding off Channing Tindall for the number 3 linebacker job. Cameron Good, there you go. Cameron Good popping up, did a good job setting the edge on a Salvon Ahmed run. I like hearing that, Cameron. Not just a pass rusher. Attaboy. Now get better in coverage. Emmanuel Ogba and Melvin Ingram shared a sack. Let's go. The battle for outside linebacker snaps between Ingram and Van Ginkel remains an interesting subplot of camp. Ooh, that's a good rotation, baby. That is a good rotation. However, whoever wins that out, go 60-40, 55-45, whatever. That is a great rotation. Rookie running back Zakondre White was annoyed when safety Quincy Wilson pushed him out of bounds. Several players came out to separate them, avoiding any possible altercation. All right. Little grit. Let's go. Little sandpaper. Let's go. Connor Williams adjusting to playing center. Has had a few high snaps. Yeah, I heard in shotgun today. He was he was rough. Though none created fumbles. They did disrupt the timing of the plays. Cole Banwar is the only healthy natural center on the roster. Rookie Eric Izakama caught a 10-yard pass from Bridgewater. The rookie receiver has made some good plays early in camp. Zach Seiler blew up a running play. Sealer, however you want to say it. I'm saying Seiler. Let's go, baby. Jared Dokes dropped a pass. The 2021 seventh rounder is a long shot to make the 53 after spending last year on the practice squad. Availability report, Mike Dieter and Adam Butler remains sidelined. The Dolphins say Butler's injury isn't serious, and they're awaiting more information on Dieter's status. Cornerback Byron Jones remains on the physically unable to perform list, and Terran Armstead sat out as part of the maintenance program for players who had an off-season injury. He's expected to be fine for the start of the season. Good stuff there. Love it. Love it. 514 of you in the room. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Let's head over. Let's see what the Sun Sentinel had to say. Shout out to Omar Kelly today. Apparently, he actually had an incident at practice and passed out. No, it wasn't because Tua was throwing too many dimes and it blew him off his feet. Apparently, something serious happened and the medical team had to attend to him. So, hope you're well, Omar. So here's what the Sun Sentinel said. So David Fronas took over today. He said, Tyreek Hill kicked off Dolphins' first training camp practice open to fans by hyping up the crowd, landing a backflip, and grabbing the microphone, following an enthusiastic message where he, in part, channeled Hall of Famer wide receiver Terrell Owens' favorite catchphrase, "Get your popcorn ready." He then delivered an impressive day's work, highlighted by a deep touchdown catch over the middle on a beautifully thrown ball by quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. The fans were treated to a display of how wide-ranging new coach Mike McDaniel's offense with Miami's offseason Hall of playmakers can be, from the 65-yard bomb to the variety in the run game. Team period started with a pair of runs by Chase Edmonds that exhibited what McDaniel's wide zone scheme in the ground game can produce. While standout offseason signing at left tackle Terran Armstead set out Saturday's practice on a veteran maintenance program, the right side of the offensive line sprung some of the session's biggest runs. Edmonds ran with purpose, flashed his vision, finding gaps on his cutbacks. The tailbacks took both outside and inside runs, and although defenders are not tackling to the ground yet in camp, the backs appeared primed to finish runs. The ground game then opened up the play action, which was used when Tagovailoa threw the deep touchdown to Hill, and another big gain where Hill was wide open on the sideline with room to run after the catch. Members of the 1972 undefeated Dolphins on hand for Alumni Day at practice included Larry Zonka, Larry Little, and Dick Anderson. Again, Sun Sentinel praises Andy Van Ginkel. They said he was a practice standout today with a pair of sacks, finishing the day with a pass breakup on Tagovailoa. Xavier Howard has gotten the best of Tyreek on back-to-back days in one-on-one setting. Following Friday's pass deflection and tight coverage, Howard again was on him Saturday, forcing Tagovailoa overthrow in his coverage. Javon Holland, wearing the orange jersey as the previous practice player of the day, had one play where he rushed over from the safety position to get a pass catcher in the flat, displaying his range and instincts. Curtailing the run game, working well to the outside, Jerome Baker finished his sideline-to-sideline speed by getting out there to stop one. Ogba and Melvin Ingram were the closest defenders to a split, a would-be sack of Tagovailoa. Backup quarterback Teddy Bridgewater held onto the ball for multiple coverage sacks. Don't like seeing that. He had Jalen Waddle on one fairly deep pass that he just missed off the diving Waddle's fingertips, and had linebacker Duke Riley rush him for a throwaway deep. So, man, Bridgewater's had a rough start to camp, eh? Big nose tackle Raekwon Davis had a one-on-one rep against center guard Connor Williams, where Williams ended up on the ground. Wow. Big boy Raekwon. I told y'all my scouting report, you go back and watch me and EM when we did our big board, defensive tackle big board. You know, I mean, the guy is Chris Jones. He's a stud. Braylon Sanders, already stock up after catching a long touchdown in Friday's session, made a highlight reel one-handed catch on one-on-one back shoulder throw. Defensive tackle Benito Jones stuffed an up-the-middle run. Dolphins camp had its first dust-up between players as running backs Condre White and Quincy Wilson, the defensive back, had to be separated. Stock up. Tagovailoa had his best practice of the 4 thus far. There was the highlight deep connection to Hill and an otherwise efficient performance throwing the football with a number of sizable gains, including another 2 wide open Hill streaking across the field to the opposite sideline, back-to-back shorter throws to Cedric Wilson, and one for about 20 yards to River Craycraft. Finkel stepped up in the pass rush. Stock down. It's a tough matchup for third-year corner Noah Benogany to have to cover Hill when the Dolphins are going to feature him to the fans, but he was torched again and again. Miami doesn't have Howard or Byron Jones in 11-11 workout practice, but it's discouraging if Benogany ever ends up in a situation like last season where he had to start in the loss in London to the Jaguars. Benogany did, however, have a one-on-one breakup against Preston Williams. Running back Jared Dokes, a 7th-round pick in 2021, dropped an open pass in the flat and starting to appear that he will not survive in this running back room. So Armstead, he says, was on the maintenance program. Dieter and Butler, he confirms, did not practice. And Alec Ingold was in a red jersey. And Mozart didn't do team drills while on a maintenance plan that has him alternating plays. He's in through 4 practices. So there you go. The last update, we didn't hear about Ingold and Mozart. So that's a little bit of an insight of they're still being careful with easing Mozart back in, and that Alec Ingold, same thing too. So good stuff. Shifting over now to Pro Football Network. Here is what Adam Beasley had to say in regards to today's practice. He said, Miami Dolphins training camp observations. Tua fireworks provide glimpse at McDaniel's offense. The Miami Dolphins now know what they're capable of offense. And when operating at maximum capacity, they can be downright scary. Oh, Adam Beasley out here singing a whole different tune right now, isn't he? Singing a whole different tune. Day 4 of training camp was easy. That's why it's best not to overreact on a day like this or overreact on days where everything doesn't go don't start overreacting or whatever the case may be until the joint practices start, until preseason games happen, until regular season. All right. Day 4 of training camp easily was the best day yet for Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins offense, much to the delight of thousands who packed the practice field stands. Misdirection, play action, fast, aggressive outside runs by Chase Edmonds, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle creating acres of separation with sudden, devastating quickness, and Tagovailoa, for the most part, making the defense pay with excellent throws. The highlight of camp so far is 65-yard strike from Tagovailoa to Hill for a touchdown. The pass traveled at least 50 yards. Remember, the Miami Herald said it was 55 yards. Now they're saying it's 50 yards. In the air and was right on target to Hill, who badly beat Noah Benogany, who had the unfair assignment of covering Hill one-on-one. But to his highlights Saturday went far beyond that one throw. He connected early in practice with Hill for 25 yards. Most encouraging, Tagovailoa consistently looked to throw to the second and third levels. That is a pleasant development after a 2021 season in which he ranked 30th among qualifying quarterbacks in average intended air yards per pass at 7. Tagovailoa had an up and down first 3 days of camp, but it seems the Pro Tua crowd, which chanted his name multiple times, brought out the best in him. The Dolphins must have been thrilled to see improved play from the quarterback position, but it was just as encouraging that they weren't taking victory laps after the practice had ended. I'm not in a big expectation and all that guy, said Mike Gesicki. Lynn Bowden asked me yesterday, how do you like it? I said, it's early. You have to keep it going every day. It's all about consistency, baby. That's all it is. You can sit here and say it's exciting, but nobody's going to care how exciting training camp is when the season is over. It's going to matter how the season goes. Obviously, this is the baseline and foundation we're building off, so it's definitely productive and positive and a lot of good things, but I'm realistic, and I want us to continue to get better, continue to improve, and make those plays on Sundays. Mike Gesicki contract drama, he says. Speaking of Gesicki, he's had roughly as many passing targets in 11-11 drills as he's had media sessions through the first 4 days of practice. That, of course, will change, and probably in a big way. But it's just another level of weirdness surrounding Gesicki's year. He hasn't complained about getting and playing under the franchise tag. In fact, he was among the first tagged players to sign his $10.9 million tender. But he's presumably not thrilled by how this is all played out, particularly since the two sides were nowhere close to having an extension in place ahead of the July 15th deadline. It's a business, Gesicki said. The team will do what's best for them. You got to go out and perform, do what you do. There's not much else to say. I'm not a big complainer about it. Make a big deal about it. It seems like the guys that get paid a lot of money, so maybe seems like the guys that do get paid a lot of money, so maybe I should have. I should keep coming to work and do what I'm doing. McDaniel told reporters before practice that Gesicki has 10 million reasons to believe the Dolphins value him. McDaniel's message to Gesicki: we tried day after day to get your game to the best of its ability, so at the end of the year, Mike, you make that franchise tag look like a discount. Because what that means is that you have been playing at a level that makes the Dolphins better. That also improves your socioeconomic status, I guess, for the long term. So everyone's it is what it is. It's a business. So if you approach it as, okay, this is what it is this year, let's use this and here are your goals and acknowledge it, and it ends up being a blip in the radar. Our take: Gesicki will be a good soldier and produce for the Dolphins in 2022, but there's growing reason to doubt he'll be in Miami in 2023. Miami Dolphins backup Teddy Bridgewater drew national attention, including public backing from LeBron James, for a recent social media post that called out football players who portray this tough guy image or pretend he's a gangster. Bridgewater, who attended Miami Northwestern High School, is determined to use his platform to influence kids from the inner city to make the right life choices. What a fantastic individual. It's so easy to be influenced nowadays with what you're seeing on social media and what you're seeing on television, Bridgewater said. It's so easy for kids to be influenced by the wrong thing, but it's also so easy for them to be influenced by the right thing. Growing up down here, I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty. I'm happy that I'm in the position I'm in, that I can drive through the community, drive through the neighborhoods, and give my story and remind them that I walked those same sidewalks, attended some of those same schools, lived on some of those streets that I did, and gave them hope. Miami Dolphins injury update. He confirms as well. Dieter remains out of practice, and McDaniel suggested the team isn't exactly sure when he'll return. Terron Armstead was resting today. Butler was out. Moser didn't practice very much today. One-on-ones were a joy to watch, according to Beasley Saturday. Hill got Xavier Howard with a double move, and Waddle ran straight past Nick Needham for a touchdown. But the DBs got a few licks in too, with Igmanogany breaking up a pass intended for Williams. The Dolphins had their first training camp scrimmage of 2021 when Jacondre White took issue with a late hit out of bounds by Quincy Wilson. No punches were thrown, and the fight was quickly broken up. While the offense certainly won the day, we'd be remiss if we didn't praise the defensive line. Christian Wilkins had a would-be sack. Seiler blew up a running play, and Jalen Phillips had his normal table reserved in the Dolphins' backfield. A who's who of Dolphins alumni were here as special guests Saturday, including Hall of Famers Larry Little and Larry Zonka. The VIPs from the undefeated 1972 team met with McDaniel and addressed the team prior to practice. I mean, hey, I'm glad they put on a show for the guys. Guys, we got 600 people in the room right now. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Let's go do that. We're on our way to 9,000. Let's get there. Let's keep it going with the training camp reports. This is what Travis Wingfield had to say today. He said Tyreek got a step on X in one-on-ones, and the ball was just a foot too long, overthrown. Oohs and ahs on the first rep. Then Waddle gets the top of Needham, and this time the throw is on the money from Tua for a touchdown. Tua with an absolute dime over the top to Cedric Wilson, who showed his ability to stack a DB on a deep route. I believe that's the clip we're going to see in a bit here. Tua finds Mohamed Sanu for a long touchdown. QB1 cooking in these one-on-ones. Trill Williams, another physical rep where he disrupts the catch point for a pass breakup. So there you go. That's the new touchdown and the Trill Williams breakup we haven't been told about yet. More 1-versus-1. Skylar Thompson drops one in the bucket to Preston Williams for a long touchdown, absolute dime. Tyreek with an incredible double move and a catch on a well-timed route, coming back to Tua. Waddle with a one-handed catch with X right on him. Braylon Sanders just made an Odell Beckham style, OBJ style one-handed grab. Comebacks to do the gritty with his friends. I looked over at the offensive line and defensive line. Pass rush on ones for one rep and saw Jalen Phillips put someone in the spin cycle, got him off balance, then chucked him. Whew. Whew, I'm telling you, man. First play of team drills, Chase Edmonds. I love it. They start off with the run, eh? First play of team drills, Chase Edmonds races to the edge and wins it, cuts it up for a nice pickup of 7 or 8. Speed on display there from Miami's new back. Good seal by Austin Jackson. There you go. I like seeing that. Now Edmonds comes off a nice block from Eichenberg and Williams for another gash in the run game. Found himself one-on-one with Brandon Jones at the second level, who tagged off. Tua surveys and finds Tyreek for a pickup of 20 near the sideline. Might have been a Christian Wilkins sack, though. Ben Still and Benito Jones pair up for a run stuff on a Salvon Ahmed run play. Edmonds is looking shifty. Found a cutback lane and got through to the second level. Christian Wilkins did come off his block and tag off. Would have had to get him through an arm tackle. Jerome Baker scraped off the edge for a nice run stop today. Teddy looked for Hunter Long on a downfield throw, but Duke Riley broke it up, mirrored the route well, apparently. Channing Tindall exploded through the line for a would-be collision in the backfield with a tackle for a loss. So we didn't hear about that today. That's beautiful. He's done that at least one each practice we've been at, says Travis Wingfield. Pass pro holds up really well. Great to see John Lovett continue to put in the work. He picks up a Jalen Phillips rush to give Tua time to come back and find Edmonds for a medium gain. And then he mentions the 65-yard pass from Tua to Tyreek. And the crowd chanting Tua. Myles Gaskin had a really nice run coming around the near side. He pressed up the line and maintained leverage against the flow for a gain of 5 or 6. Bridgewater has a legit 6 seconds to survey, but the coverage is too good. Andrew Van Ginkel comes off his block and flushes Teddy, who puts it out of bounds for no gain. Melvin Ingram and Agba meet at the quarterback for a sack. Tua has a really good pocket, but the coverage is good, and Jalen Phillips comes off a block behind Tua. Would have been a strict sack, according to Travis, potentially. Cameron Goods strings out Salvon Ahmed for a minimal gain on a run play. Van Ginkel wastes no time winning off the edge for a quick sack of Bridgewater. Physical rep on a cutback from rookie Zaquandre White. He got ushered out of bounds by Quincy Wilson. I guess that's where the scrap happened. Sanders comes out and drills every field goal he attempts. Back to 11-11s. And Wilkins explodes through the line and meets Tua Edmonds at the mesh point for a tackle for a loss. Tyreek changes direction on a route against Igbenogany, creating a good deal of separation. Tua lays it out for a big run after the catch, another explosive play. Lynn Bowden on the board with a catch on a short pass from Tua. Kean Cross in there to basically close it up. Waddle gets on top of the DB, but the ball from Teddy is just long off the fingertips of a diving Waddle. Tua finds Craycraft over the middle, a little pump displaced coverage. Then he got it out quickly after a chunk gained. I love it. This man's pump faking the coverage off. Love it. Really nice climb up from Teddy to get away from the pressure and drills a 12-yard rip to Tyreek Hill. Edmonds with another quick rip right up the middle. Comes through quickly, and it's one-on-one in the second level with Holland. Ooh, I would have loved to see that matchup with pads on. Baker Holland string out a short pass to Cedric Wilson. Tua did well to get it out under pressure. Keon Crossan comes up and shuts down a quick hitter to Waddle. Durham Smythe and Preston William have back-to-back catches for 7 or 8 yards from Teddy. Ben Still and Cameron Good close down for a run stop. Nice work getting downhill by both. Darius Hodge just ran through a block to force an errant throw. 4th straight day he's in the notes during team period. Tua shoots one to Cedric Wilson for a gain of 10 or so. Nice location away from the defense on a ball to the outside. Tua comes back for another play to Wilson again, who again makes the catch. But I think we would have had ourselves a vintage Javon Holland hit highlight if it were live. AVG is having a day. Finishes a 2-sack day by peeling into coverage and deflecting a Tua pass. So absolutely fantastic stuff, man. Continuing on, man. We ain't done. We got coverage out the yin yang. 627 of you in the room. Let's go, baby. Let's head over to Sports Illustrated. This is what Papar had to say today. He said the Miami Dolphins had their first practice in front of fans on Saturday morning, and they kicked things off in style. With the crowd already standing and applauding as the players lined up for stretching, Tyreek Hill grabbed a microphone and delivered a message to the fans before doing a standing backflip. Then rookie free agent offensive lineman Blaze Andrews pumped up the crowd wrestling style before smashing 2 cans of energy drinks against each side of his head. And with that, practice began. So let's dive into the report. The 2 injured players were out again, out of Butler and Dieter, and offensive Terran Armstead. He had a load management day. Running back Sonny Michel and Alec Ingold were back after getting the day off, though Ingold was wearing a non-contact red jersey. He's got, of course, coming off that torn ACL last year with the Raiders. Also in attendance were several Dolphins alumni: Zonka, Little, Anderson, Ronnie Brown, Aronde Gadsden, Jeff Cross. Oh, man, they were out today. So fans who wanted Tagovailoa and Hill to put on a show at practice got their wish. By one official account, mine, Tua completed 10 of 12 passes in team drills, with the highlight clearly being his perfectly thrown deep pass to Hill for a 70-yard touchdown after Hill got behind Noah Benogany. Hill had 4 catches on the day, and 3 of them going for at least 25 yards. Running back Chase Edmonds continued to show great quickness and cutting ability on his rushing attempts. Stop us if you've heard this one before, but Jalen Phillips again got himself noticed with 1 would-be sack and 1 pressure. Like he says in every article, he says, because it's training camp, we need to talk about the quarterback performances every practice. We've already addressed the performance of Tua, who was on target all day, starting with one-on-one passing drills, though those don't have nearly as high of a degree of difficulty with an open field in front of the quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater completed 5 of 9 pass attempts on a day, but had no completions downfield. He attempted 2 long passes on his final 2 11-11 throws, but neither came close to a completion. Bridgewater also did have a long completion on a deep corner route intended for Waddle, but the pass went off Waddle's fingertips. That sucks. Skylar Thompson attempted only 2 passes in 11-11 work, with 1 completion, a 15-yard hookup with Trent Sherfield. Other practice observations: in what is becoming an alarming trend, Connor Williams had 2 more high shotgun snaps. Guys, get me Matt Parody. I've been saying this for weeks on weeks. Go get him. If you ain't going to get Treader, go get Matt Parody. Go trade a 5th, 6th, or 7th for Keith Ishmael from the Washington Commanders, who can play guard and center and was phenomenal last year at center when he had to fill in. And now he's just buried on the depth chart by guys they've drafted and signed. Go get him. He's cheap. Bro, all we need is competence at that to move Connor. I'm not here for feelings or draft status. Okay? If you can move Connor back to left guard and we can have the most formidable left side in football between Terran Armstead and Connor Williams just by getting competent play at center, why are we bothering with this? While Igbenogany, Jared Dokes, whose pass catching issues from last year hadn't resurfaced to this point, dropped an easy swing pass from Thompson. While Igbenogany gave up some long completions, including the long touchdown, we need to keep in mind that being asked to cover Hill one-on-one in the open field is a major ask for any corner. Rookie free agent Braylon Sanders came up with a circus one-handed grab, reaching from behind during the one-on-one passing drills. Xavier Howard showed again his elite coverage skills during that drill when he showed Hill all the way downfield to forcing an incompletion. Then stay right on top of Jalen Waddle through a couple of moves, even though Waddle was able to make a tough catch on a short pass from Tua. Bro, it is an absolute crime, okay, that Madden is being able to get away with an 89 rating on Xavier Howard. Absolute crime. This guy is come on, man. This guy is a 95. I'm going to go there. He's the best coverage corner in football. He's the best man corner in football. I don't care what you tell me. The film and the stats back it up. So I ain't trying to hear it. Anyways, keeping it rolling. 647 of you in the room. Let's smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new. Here is JoeyShotz training camp report. Let's go back here. So this is what Shad had to say in regards to today. Look at McDrippy out here. Coach McFly. Tyreek Hill ran onto the field waving his arms to fire up the Dolphin fans in attendance at training camp for the first time on Saturday. Then Hill did a backflip. Then Hill grabbed a microphone and urged fans to get their popcorn ready. What a different vibe at Dolphins training camp in 2022. Then rookie Blaze Andre smashed 2 cans of energy drinks on his head to create a dynamic explosion and excite the fans. Then the sold-out training camp crowd chanted, "Let's go Dolphins." One fan blurted out simply, "We are going to be good. We're actually going to be good." Here are some things we noticed the first day training camp at practice of the summer open to fans at Baptist Health Training Camp Complex. Michael Dieter and Butler missed practice. Tua overthrew Tyreek on the first long pass of practice. Tua connected with Jalen Waddle on a long touchdown connection. Loud chant of Tua, impossible to quantify his popularity. Tua connected with Mohamed Sanu on a long pass play. Tyreek Hill had an outstanding snag near sideline from Tua, contorting his body perfectly. Mike McDaniel and Chase Edmonds establishing run early in open training camp practice. Expect Miami to be committed to running in 2022. Javon Holland wearing an orange jersey as the top performing player of previous Dolphins practice. And Tua to Tyreek, 65-yard pass, about 55 air yards. Great deep ball, play of the day, one of the best throws we've seen Tua make. Man, Joe Shad just talk all the time in practice, bro. Those are the most lackadaisical notes I've ever heard in my life. All right, guys. With that said, let's get into the highlights of today. We got 3 angles of the Tua throw. We got a bunch of stuff. Got some, crowd vibe to make you feel like you're there. Let's get into it, man. Let me just pump this into my veins, baby. Let's go. Look at Blaze Andreas. These guys, I love the energy, man. The energy is real. I love it. Flo would never let this happen. Flo would never. Let's go, baby. All right. Here we're going to get into the practice highlights now. You can see just the warm-ups. Here is, look at, that's to Cedric Wilson in one-on-ones, I believe. Beautiful throw here. Look at this. Boom. To Waddle. All day, baby. To Waddle all day. I'll bring that back for y'all. To Waddle all day. Let's bring that back. This is to Cedric Wilson. Here's to Waddle. And here is the first angle of the palm. Look at this throw. Let's go, baby. Another angle of it for y'all. Another angle for y'all. Look at this. 9 cities. Population 2 and Tyreek, baby. Let's go. And then here's the Dolphins release. Look at that thing. Perfect spiral on the money in the hands. You know, let's bring back all these throws. Let's bring back all these throws. Let's bring back the Cedric throw. Let's bring back all of them. So Let's bring back the Cedric Wilson throw. We'll start off with that. Here you go. Let's go. Let's go. Now to Waddle. Waddle beats his man. Right off the line. All day. Dime. Now, look at this. Holland bites up on that crosser. Leaves over top of the field. All day. What a great processing read by Tua. Look, see Holland there? Watch. Waddle's going to get released by the corner. Right? He gets released right there. Holland has to bite up. Leaves over the top of the field. Great throw by Tua. Great catch. Unbelievable stuff, baby. What dreams are made of. Let's go. Let's go. Don't just check your pulse, check your pants, baby. Let's go.
I don't know about you, but that looked like money.
Look like money, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Scott, another day, another Tyreek Hill headline. First day of fans out here. He comes out to the crowd, pumping his hands up, does a backflip, tells them, we need your energy all day. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be that type of year. Look, Tyreek Hill is the big attraction here. He's the biggest star this team has had for a while. And as you guys know, he's going to make headlines on and off the field. And look, when I talked to him earlier this week, he said, look, me and Jalen Waddle, we're going to scare, how can I say this PC way, defenses crapless with how we see us on the field. And so that speed is a key element in what we talk about the Dolphins all year. And I also want to talk about speed and another position group. Running backs. Raheem Mostert is back on the field and fully healthy. Mike McDaniel said earlier today he had the fastest timed time in all of practice yesterday. All his teammates gave him an unsolicited clap. He's coming off a knee injury that he had just 7-8 months ago, and he looks fully healthy. So speed in the backfield, speed in the wide receiving room, and all of that should help Tua Tagovailoa have a much better year for a Dolphins team that has plenty of optimism going into the season.
One more time. We ain't done. We ain't done. We ain't done. One more time for y'all. Cedric Wilson, all day. All day. Jalen Waddle beats Needham off the press, and he's gone for 6. Beautiful throw. Holland has to bite up into onto the crosser from Waddle because he gets released over the top of him. Beautiful throw by Tua. Beautiful catch by Tyreek. Again, see Holland there in the orange jersey at the top. He's going to move up. You see the motion first. Then you see, here you go. He's going to step up because of the release. Great processing. Great read by Tua. That's what we're looking to see. The processing at the second and third level. Beautiful stuff, man. Right on the money. Let's get it. Let's do it, baby. I can feel it. Check your pulse. Check your pants. Check everything. Tell them, Tua, what is it?
That looked like money.
Yeah, that did look like money, Tua. You're right. That did look like money. Because it was money. Take it to the bank. Shorty, what you drank. Woo! Check your pulse, baby. Check your pulse. 690 of you in the room. 699 of you in the room. Baby, all I know is it's the year we've been waiting for. An offense that could potentially complement what we have on defense. I'm here for it. I'm here for every freaking minute of it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Man. Guys, check your pulse. I don't know how you can't be hyped up right now. I don't know how you can't be hyped up. Man, and all of you that went today, y'all be blessed, huh? You guys saw it firsthand. Man, unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable day. To see this team where it's at, to see things starting to come to fruition. Man, let's go. Let's go, man. All right, guys. That's going to be it for me. I'm not going to actually have time to go over what McDaniel said today. I got to get out of here. 7th wedding anniversary with the wife tonight. We're going out to dinner. So that's why I came on a little bit earlier than normal, too. So, yeah, I'm going to be back. I believe they're back at training camp on Tuesday, I believe. So I'll be back on Tuesday. Guys, check your pulse, check your pants, check whatever you got. This is unbelievable stuff, man. It's a beautiful time to be a Dolphin fan right now. Let's enjoy the ride, but also let's not put too much stock in these things. We need these things to translate to joint practices, into preseason games, and into regular season games. Rhino says, $5 donation, have fun reason, wink, wink, go Fins. Appreciate you, homie. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I had 700 of you show up. Our peak number today was, I believe, 699. 700 of you showed up today to show support, man. Love all of y'all. Thank you, all of y'all. Stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I will see all of y'all as soon as they hit that training camp field once more. I believe Tuesday. So I'll see y'all on Tuesday. If I'm incorrect and it's Monday, then I'll see y'all Monday, but I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. Love all of y'all. I will see y'all on the next one. Again, fins up all day, every day, even beyond the grave in which we'll lay. Let's go, baby. Check your